Hi guys, what's up? It's me Pat, and today I'm going to show you how to draw Roronoa Zoro. Okay, so first what you want to do is draw a square of 3 cm each, and the smaller square should be of 1.5 cm each. The materials you require are a pencil, an eraser, a scale for drawing the line, color pencils, and if you have markers or if you want to do shading you can use them as well, and some soft pastels for the aura. Okay, so first what we are going to do is draw the shape of the face. So start with this corner and keep going down until you reach this line. Then draw his chin over here and then just draw a line. Okay, so this was actually for some rough purpose, just for the basic structure of his face, but actually you want to draw him from here. Okay, so once that is done, what you want to do is just go ahead and add a line over here and then follow the steps which I am doing. So if you have seen One Piece or if you have seen Zoro, you might know that Zoro always wears a cap while fighting. Okay, after this you want to add these two things over here. Okay, so now your figure should look like this. I'm going to erase these numbers because I don't need them anymore. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a line over here, well, not like that. Okay, so you want to start very close to the line that you had made before, and then you want to go like this. You want to basically draw a burglar's, like the kind of thing the burglars wear on their eyes. Then I'm going to add the sideburn. Okay, so once you are done with this, draw a nose very near and a comma to add the nostril. Then draw a line over here and draw two curved lines indicating his mouth. So I am going to be drawing Zoro, in which he has his 3 swords and one of the swords is in his mouth. So of course I am going to draw only half of his mouth there. Then just draw a triangle over here and another triangle over here. So I'm going to erase this part as I have made this triangle a bit small, and I'm going to make it a bit bigger. Okay, once you are done with that, you can go ahead and draw a semicircle over the end. Okay, so it should look like this. After that, what you want to do is just add some lines over here for his hair, and then go ahead and draw the shape of ear like this, and just go ahead and add some hairs over there. Then add the details and then draw the earrings. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to make some changes in the face, and I'm going to tell you once it's done. Okay, so I made some adjustments with the eyes. Now what you want to do is just go ahead and add one line over here and the other over here. So this is the handle of the sword. Then just go ahead and add a circle over here. So I'm going to be adding the details afterwards when I finish drawing all the three swords, so that it looks perfect. And then what you want to do is, in his cap, just go ahead and add a line here. So this is his arm. Then go ahead and make one line over here. Actually no, wait, I'm going to change the position of his arm. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and add a slanting line on this side as well as this side, and then just go ahead and make his hands. Okay, so your drawing should be like this. Then I'm going to go ahead and add his fingers real quick. Like that. So again I'm going to just go ahead and add the hilt of the sword. If you want, you can just go ahead and create a rough line inside the hand, just to make sure that your proportions are correct. And once again I'm going to just go ahead and make the rough figure of the sword. Okay, so once you are done with that, make the blade of this sword approximately this long and just leave it like that. Okay, so for this sword, what you want to do is add a curved line over here, then just give it an outline and add the hilt, and then draw some diamonds just to create the pattern. Then for the part of the sword, go ahead and make a line like this. For this sword, just make two curves over here and then add this line. After that, just make some cross patterns like I am making. So follow me. Okay, so you just have to make crosses, some crosses like I have done, and then go ahead and add a circle. Now to make it realistic, I am going to add 3 more circles like this, and then I am going to add a line over here and then draw the sword. So this is going to be the main sword of this figure, as it is going to be the longest and the one that is shown the most. Now keep in mind that we are drawing these 2 lines to show the difference, as this part is actually very reflective and this will be very dark. And also what you want to do is work on the face, and I'll be back with you guys once I have finished. Okay, so now I am going to add his neck portion over here and just copy the way that I am doing. And this is his collar. Okay, so now I am going to be focusing on this part. So for his main part of the body, first I am going to create his hands. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a rough figure of what the hand looks like. Okay, so after this I'm going to refine the hand by just adding some creases and making it look even smoother. Okay, so for a shirt now, just go ahead and add some wrinkles to the shirt to give it a more of a realistic effect. After that, I'm going to refine this part as it does not look that great. After that, for this part of the hand, go ahead and create the wrist and add some lines. Then show this part of him holding another sword, which is, I think so, Shizui. So this is Shizui, this is Sandy, and this is Wado. So just do the same process as you have done for the other sword. Now I'm not going to draw the blade of this sword because I'm going to draw that after I'm done with the legs to keep the right proportions. Then over this line, from over here, add a horizontal line just to create his shirt, to complete his shirt. And just like before, add some wrinkles to the shirt to give it a bit more of a realistic effect. Okay, once you're done with that, your drawing should look like this. Then add the belt like thing that Zoro wears by adding 3 lines, 3 curved lines, and join all of them and make sure that the middle one is actually the shortest and the less thickest. Okay, so now for the inside pattern, what you want to do is just add some random lines and then double them up. Then over this side, just go ahead and make them slanting and connect them. And do the same thing over here, but just the opposite way. Okay, so after this, go ahead and make his leg. So this is his knee. Okay, so I'm going to come back with you guys when I finish the entire leg. Okay, so this is how the leg should look once you are finished. So this is actually, I don't need to show you how to draw it, as you can exactly copy it. And then add the blade finally. So for this, if you want, you can rotate the page, as it will give you a clearer view of how to make and where to make the leg, the sword. Once you are done with that, just go ahead and darken it up. And then add a point as all the other swords. So this one is actually his favorite sword. So I am going to go ahead and complete this drawing outline and come back with you guys. Okay guys, so I'm done with the outlining and here is how it will look, and add these black things too because I'm going to do highlighting over there. And then take the olive green color and just apply it on them. Okay, so after you are done that, take another shade of green. So this is actually not deep green, it is just a shade lighter than that, and then do it all over that.